Hello and welcome to the SBDC Center for Contracting. My name is Karla and we are doing the Chatting Contracts series. So I appreciate you all for tuning in. We have Miss Ines Canela with the San Bernardino Community College District here. So I'm excited for her to come and share some information with you all. So just to kind of give you an idea of why we have this series, the series was created to help our small and medium businesses get more information to how to do contract with various different agencies, whether it's municipalities or local colleges, private sector, prime contractors. We're going to give you some good information for specific individual groups. And that way you can kind of take your time, check them out and see if it's something you want to do. So I'm super excited for today's episode. We have Ms. Ines Canela, like I mentioned earlier. Ms. Ines is a director of business liaison outreach, correct? I think I got that right. Perfect.
Basically business outreach.
Perfect. And she is with the San Bernardino Community College District. So Ines, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much for the invitation. Always a pleasure, Karla.
Awesome. So I'm just going to go ahead and kick us off. So how does a business do business with San Bernardino Community College District?
So thank you for that question on how to do business with the Community College District. Just so you get a little bit of a visual of who we are. We have two campuses, Valley College and Crafton Hills College, which I'm sure everyone is familiar with. And then, of course, we have our district facilities. So you'll be able to do business at any of those three locations, district facilities, Valley College, or Crafton Hills College. I'm going to be a little interactive and show you exactly, specifically for contractors, because I'm helping with our bond program that our local voters supported to do $500 million in construction at our campuses and the district. So I'm going to share screen on exactly how you would find out what is going on in the district. And so basically, you'll just open up your browser to keep it really easy and to find exactly where you need to go just for contractor opportunities. I would recommend doing the sbccd.edu/measure-cc, only because if you go just to the district, you may have to do about 3 or 4 clicks, and we want to just make it easy for you. And so this is where you'll find out about our bond program, a lot of information here on the table, but specific to how to find out and how to work with us. Well, there's a lot of opportunities going on right now. You're going to want to go to work with us and double click that to get to the next page. But if you're interested in working with us to get some of these construction projects that are happening, we use a e-procurement system. It's online through something called Planet Bids. You're going to want to go here because here in our San Bernardino Community College District vendor portal, you can register to get updates on what's coming up. Or if you're just interested in seeing what is happening, you want to click here on bid opportunities, and you'll see here what's in the planning phase, what's bidding already, what has closed. And so we do have a few opportunities right now for contractors. This is a pretty big project here at Crafton Hills College. But that's just, for example, this is how you'll take a look and say, oh, maybe I'm interested in this. I want to bid on this. But this is your easiest, most central way to see what's happening, when it's coming up, even to check out news for anything upcoming. And so you'll see here, just for example, last week, we're seeking terrazzo specialty contractors for upcoming opportunities. So that's just a quick way on how to find out. Again, if you just want to see what's happening, or if you want to register with us, this is where you want to go. And so right now I will stop sharing screen so we can get to the next question.
Awesome. Thank you. So register, if you're watching, register, please follow the link that Ms. Ines showed us. Now to that question, Ines, what do you guys look for in a contractor or supplier?
So specifically for contractors and even suppliers, the district does have goals to support our local community, mainly with the construction program, because the voters said, yes, tax me for my home property, and build some new buildings at Valley and Crafton and the district. And so we have goals to support our local businesses. So if you are local, and that means Riverside, San Bernardino County, both counties, because we are the IE, right? We all support each other. That's our biggest priority, is making sure people on the construction sites are local workers, and making sure that we have local businesses on those projects, either as prime or subs, but either way, we really, really are stressing that. And that's why the district chose to bring me on board to make sure that happens. And so there's three things. That was one. The second one is, if you're able to bid on projects right now, even up to $3 million, there's a lot of infrastructure projects coming up. So if you can meet those dollar amounts in projects, even anywhere from, we had a project 16,000, up to 3 million. So if you're in that range and you can be a prime, definitely want you, especially if you're local. Even if you're not local, supporting our local subs, that is super helpful too. And so that brings me into my third point, right? If you are usually a sub on a project, we want to help you get pre-qualified with our primes. And we've done a long series with the Small Business Development Center with maybe, I think, almost 8 different primes on who they are, what's coming up for them, and how to get pre-qualified. And so to ensure you have an opportunity, find out what we're up to so you can bid if you can on your own, or if you want to get on those bigger projects, get pre-qualified with those primes to ensure you're going to have a shot to make it.
Awesome. Great information. There's a follow-up to that. What kind of outreach events and opportunities do you have coming out, say, in the next couple of months here?
Yeah, so I'm gonna go back and share screen because I want to reshare what's happening at the district. And so one way, again, the bid opportunities that are happening now. We have a couple here. There's a planetarium HVAC replacement, and it's very straightforward to look at. You would just click here, you'll just get a good general idea. You can even see who's potentially bidding or interested, but the documents you want to see are here. And so you'll see here, these are the bidding documents. You can view them, you can download them, but you'll see here an asterisk is there. So you'll need to log in and register because there probably are some sensitive documents as a part of the bid package. But again, this is your key thing to help you see what's happening now or coming up or what's already happened. But more opportunities to come. And I'm going to take you back to our Measure CC website. You want to go to the project list. It'll give you a really good idea as to all the projects that are a part of the bond program. These are some of our bigger projects. Here you'll see up to 100 million at Valley. But this is where you want to pay attention to infrastructure projects. So you'll notice we've had several. Some have already been completed, such as the roof replacement. These are currently bidding. This HVAC replacement, you'll see a 1.2 million there. And then there's also some, I believe there's some utility upgrades is also bidding right now. That's 1.2. So you'll see that these are the opportunities that if you can bid on these projects, you definitely want to pay attention, right? And so there's more Valley College. And again, the list is here. There's some projects. These are the lists here at Crafton. So you can get an idea of those bigger projects where you may want to pre-qualify with those primes. And then this is the infrastructure project. So again, a few have already been bid out, but there are some up and coming and in the future. And this is what you want to pay attention to. And so we've been doing a lot of events. If you ever need any help and you want to see what we've done already, you can go to our events page, and there's tons of information there for you to find out what's going on. So with that, I'm going to stop share, and I hope that gives you a good idea of how to find out what we're up to.
Awesome. A lot of projects out there. So I encourage you,
Yes.
Look at them. If you need help, reach out to us. That is what we're here for, is to help you through that process. But thank you for that, Inez. Let me ask you, what are some of the common mistakes you see from your contractors or suppliers?
So far, in a lot of the what we call NIBs, notice of bids for our construction jobs, there's a part in the bid that says you have to submit a bid bond in your package, a hard copy, but as also a part of the package, you have to provide the receipt of the mailing receipt that you sent it to the district so that they have the hard copy. So you don't only have to upload it into Planet Bids, but you also have to have a hard copy of only the bid bond sent to the district. But in your bid package, you have to have the receipt that you did that. And although it sounds simple and it's in the documents, we've had several procurements where someone was found unresponsive because they didn't do that. They simply did not put that receipt of proof of mail to the district that they sent that bid bond. And in many cases they did, but because that receipt wasn't in there. So technicalities like that, which is why, we always recommend to use your resources. Another thing we saw in some other professional services for architects, civil survey, other services we asked for, we allow for self-certification of, are you local or are you a minority, veteran, women, a business? And folks were given the opportunity to be given bonus points for those. And unfortunately, because maybe they just didn't read it correctly or whatever the case, they missed out on some points for that. So those are the two most common things I've seen so far. But it's just, anytime you have those questions, ask the clarification question, because it never hurts to have it on file that you ask the question, because you never know. Maybe you asked the question and it wasn't interpreted correctly, and you're able to then come back to the district and say, hey, no, I asked the question, it wasn't clear, and I need you to adjust, what I submitted. So you never know, but just use your resources. We always recommend to do that.
That's great. I mean, so for those listening and watching, always read the proposals and those bids thoroughly. Don't skip ahead, read through everything, highlight the areas you may have questions, and reach out and ask those questions, because you don't want to miss out on an opportunity, like Ines was mentioning, for little things that you could have caught. Now, to that point, you mentioned certifications and being self-certified. So do you guys have any supplier diversity goals? And if so, what are they?
Yes, actually, again, because we're using taxpayer dollars, the district has implemented 4 big goals, right? One big one, and our biggest one, is that 50% of the workers on the construction projects are local. So we have a 50% local hire goal. Again, Riverside, San Bernardino County, and there's even some zip codes in Pomona, because some people say that the IE, but in our agreement, we have those zip codes listed. So 50% of those folks we want on our construction projects. Secondarily, we want, through the overall bond program for all the 4 or 5 years of its entirety, we want 25% of the businesses that won contracts to be local. So far, we're doing really well with our goals, and I'll show a graphic soon. And then our third goal is we have a combined goal for minority and women businesses of 25%. So we want 25% of those folks winning cash from our projects to be a minority or women, a business enterprise. And then lastly, a 10% veteran business enterprise goal on all the veteran certifications. There's so many, I don't want to list them all. There's quite a few, but if you meet any of those, then that would qualify for our veteran goals. And a few things we've done to help implement that, and I'm going to share screen again because I haven't touched on it yet. I'm going to go back to our Measure CC website. You'll see here on the Work With Us, again, double click there. We have 2 pre-qualification programs, and why I'm mentioning this is because we have 2, right? We have our pre-qualification for projects up to this amount, 201,000 to 3 million. And this is really, really geared to make sure that local businesses are getting contracts, or a business doesn't have to be local, but they're supporting our local workers or contractors, and to get on this pre-qualified list. We also have a UCAP project list for projects under 200,000, and both of these are through Planet Bids, but basically they're pretty straightforward. Our pre-qualification list, the points are really geared to make sure that if you're local or if you're investing local, you're going to get on this list. But if you are not local and are not investing local, or don't meet one of our XBE goals of the minority, veteran, women, you're probably not going to get pre-qualified. And if you have questions and if you want to see what that scoring looks like, I'm going to guide you to our bid opportunities. You're going to go here and to see those. This is another way to see bids, but it's old school, just listed. It takes you to Planet Bids anyways, but you want to come here to this pre-qualification program, open that up, and it'll break down the scoring for you. So go through the scoring first to see if you'll pass, and that way you don't go through all the trouble of submitting your financials, submitting your certificate, submit certificate of insurance, your bonding information, project experience. It's a pretty lengthy application. So do the scoring first. But again, if you're not local or an XBE and not supporting our local businesses, you're probably not going to get the points. So go ahead and do the self-scoring and try to get on that list, because once you go back to those projects, you'll see which ones you're interested in, and anything on those projects list that's under 3 million is going to go to our pre-qualified list. So take a look, do that self-scoring. I'm going to go back really quick because we also have the UCAP program. This is for a list for projects under $200,000. Now, you don't have to be local, because you just have to have a contractor's license, have your certificate of insurance, and just provide a letter of bondability that says you can be bonded up to $200,000. So pretty straightforward. And I think about 6 questions. And if you go back to that project list, again, you'll see here, click on that list and see, oh, okay, what are the projects that will fall under the 3 million or from 0 to 3 million, and which ones can I bid for? And then just go back to Planet Bids here in the vendor portal. I'm going to go back to the home page. And if you're not registered with this, you're going to use this and it'll take you through a whole registration process. And if you're already registered with us, then just go to your vendor settings and there's a tab there for pre-qualification. Go ahead and click there. But if you need help, Planet Biz has a really, really good support system. So you'll just want to click on the help center. Your question might be in the questions asked already. But if you're interested in getting on those pre-qualified lists, go to check out what you'll need to do. Go to Planet Bids, get that application filled out, because we have a lot of projects coming up that you will probably be qualified for. And if you're local and can bid on those projects, then we really, really want to see you get qualified with us, because there's tons of opportunities for you. And even if you can't bid on your own, also reach out so that we make sure to get you pre-qualified with other primes. And so I'll leave it at that. I know it's a lot of information, but we're really just trying to implement ways to help local folks win money, really just get money in your pockets. That's what we're here to do.
Thank you. And the final question for you, Inez, is what tip do you have for our contractors? Any hidden tricks that you may know or tips that you can give somebody?
I don't think this one's really a hidden or a secret, but don't be shy. We're here. I'm here to do a job, and I really take pride in that. Such as you, Karla, are here to do a job, and I know you follow up immediately. But don't be shy and reach out to your resources, whether it's myself, because you have a question about something I said, or maybe didn't understand, or just want to make sure you understood what I said correctly. Reach out to me. My job is to help you. Again, make money by winning these contracts. But if you don't know how to start, just reach out to me. I'm happy to guide you to wherever you need to go. Also, your resources with the Small Business Development Center, don't be shy. They're here to help you. It's free services. So, same thing with the district, it's all free. Or whether you use a procurement assistance center to go through those bids, just like we mentioned earlier, and make sure that you have everything that is requested in your bid package. So don't be shy. Help make us work. We're here to do a job. And honestly, I have fun doing this because I just get to talk to people and help them understand government, which is not always the easiest thing to do, because it's a lot of words. And being in this field now, I see why it's a lot of words, because the folks that are creating these documents are lawyers, and that's what they do. They have to do words, and then it's our job to translate that to you to help you through the process. So don't be shy. Call me, text me. All my information is on that Measure CC site. Just go to who we are. You'll see local business outreach. My info's there. Send me, call me, email me, or if you're more comfortable reaching out to Karla has my info too, and she's happy to pass it along. And I'm always happy to get back to you or just help you in any way possible with whatever it is you need. So just don't be shy. Can't stress that enough.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Inez, for doing this for us. I appreciate you and the time you spent with us. You've been an awesome partner with us, giving us a lot of information and setting us up with some of these big primes that are getting these contracts that are looking for subcontractors. So I appreciate you. For those watching, stay tuned. We're going to have more episodes with different agencies, so you get more information directly from them on how to do business with them successfully. So with that, I thank you all and have a great day.